Welcome to Framework Fortune. Good morning, traders. We are back. The second week of February. The SPY is still in a big downtrend, and we are still below the 50-day moving average. We'll see if the SPY continues to try to rebound or not. Cryptos, however, are hot. You see BTCS has been on this short-term uptrend. BT, another crypto play, getting some moves out of the gate. Main reason is because Ethereum. Where you at, Ethereum? Breaking over 3,000. Ethereum very close to starting a new, well, already has uptrend, but starting another bull run. Bitcoin, same thing, up to 43,000. So after that little drop in the crypto market, we are seeing crypto stocks get some bounces. Let's see what else we got here. NVCT. This looks like a new IPO. Just came out and yesterday or Friday. Going straight up so far. I'm going to delete these lines on INDO. Back over there. So let's see. MVCT is on the list. ANGH. It's a downtrend. It's got a break. Small little uptrend started possibly. Keep an eye on it. CFVI, I was watching from last week, getting a nice explosion today. So if you got some of that, good job. Alright, so that's the only things above the 200%. Or above the 200 moving average. Seed. This is probably a pot stock, but has a nice little triangle pattern. Needs to break like 575. We'll keep that. It does have a little bit of PR. They're talking about 300% revenue growth. So that could be one to watch. It is below the 200-day though. We'll keep it on watch, but I don't know. And then DWAC breaking over that downtrend, making this perfect U shape. Still hasn't broke yet, but break of 100 and DWAC could start really moving, but looking really good on this daily chart. Still continuing to push up. What's up, David Davis? What's up, Wolfman? How's it going? Welcome to Framework Fortune. Even if this does start to break out, breaks above 6, it's going to run into resistance at 638 and basically 675. A lot of resistance above $6 up to 7. So I don't know if this thing will be able to pop or not. It is very low flow, only 5 million in shares, and it's getting pretty decent volume. Just hate that it's below the 200. And it's starting to break that triangle now. Let's give it some time because I want to see it get over the tops of these two bodies. CVFI, a little pullback. Need to wait and see if that's going to hold. That support area 1368. Yeah, see seed getting pushed back down. That's what I was concerned about. Because it's below all moving averages, or below the 250 day at least. So resistance is going to be a lot stronger. And we can see that by the fact that we hit that resistance and got pushed right back down. I don't know if that's going to be able to break. ANGH. Starting to doji a little bit there. This is a SPOC merger. I'm going to jump in here. Spread's wild. Everything's wild on this play at the moment. Just need a big buying volume. But it went up and tested this top downtrend multiple times today already. So I'm looking forward to do that again. I don't know if it can break out, but if it could just bounce back up to 22, it'd be about $3 a share. 30 shares, that'd be almost $100. I would take that on this Monday. See MVCT, possible breakout here, re-break over 550, and that could start moving. That could make another leg up, starting to break that 550 now. Possible play there. See how's the SPY doing. SPY still just going sideways. MVCT rejected hard off of 550 back down to 530. So it's got to keep testing that 550. It's going to break. NGH is looking a little sketchy. It's not pushing up like I wanted to see it push up. It's starting to crack a little bit here. Let's make sure it doesn't crack on us. Some support at 1845. Look on some higher time frames because I did not look at higher time frames. On the hour chart, we're above the 10-day moving average, but it's way down at 17, so I definitely don't want to hold us down that far. On the 15-minute, we are holding above the 10-day as well. The 10-day and the trend line are at this 1850 area, so it needs to hold up here. If it can hold up, should get that little bounce back up. But if it cracks, if it drops below the 1850 area, it's going to be done. No problem, Wolfman. Let's see, David Davis, when you can you go through a TOS teaching moment? Sure. What about TOS do you want me to teach about? Good morning, Joe Mack. Thank you, Stonks and Chomps. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, she breaking out. You're watching BFRI. What exactly, David Davis, do you want me to teach about Thinkorswim here? Or what questions do you have anyway? Let's see, DWAC. DWAC's looking pretty good too. Break of 95 and DWAC could go ahead and run up to 100. See, ANGH still just barely holding that trend line. Seed is still in this triangle, very close to the tip though, so we're going to see. I just hate this is below the 200-day. Pattern's a good pattern, but just don't know if it'll break. So we are kind of coming down. We just need to continue to curl up the trend line. The next candle, if we go and crack this trend line, it's over. But if we just continue to ride this trend line, and everything will be all right. SPY making its mind up. Looks like it wants to move up today. And VCT may have a pullback. 10 days all the way down at 430, so it may see a pullback to 450 if it can't hold above 5. Very close to cracking 5, and with this little mountaintop here, this little hill or whatever you want to call this, little reverse U shape. It's usually not a good, yeah, look at that. Starting to break down bearish below this doji star, so yeah, it's probably going to come back down. ANGH back above 19, just like that. Ask is all the way up at 945. But our bids are still down there 19, so we need to see bids start moving up. Let's see. Hypothetically, I'm not that familiar with options, like I've said in the past, so I don't necessarily know, to be honest with you, how to sell covered calls on Thinkorswim. I don't even have an options account. I'm on a cash account, so I don't even have the ability to look at what the options trading is. I would imagine. See, I've never traded one option, not once. So I really don't know where it's at on Thinkorswim. But I don't have, like I said, I don't have access to it. So that part is a little bit out of my specialty. I just not big into options. I don't like them. Now, I know what a covered call is, and I know what you're trying to do, trying to offset and trying to hedge with the covered calls. But how you do it on Thinkorswim, I honestly don't know. I hate to disappoint you, but I honestly don't. Just options are not my thing. So we're still just slowly climbing. Bids are slowly moving up. Just want to see one pop up to that 22-23 area. We will have to break 20. 20 is going to be strong resistance regardless. What's up, Lori? Good morning. On TOS, it's scary. Yeah, options are scary in general. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of them. I would honestly rather trade futures contracts than options. You doing options on Weeble, Lauren? Starting to push up. Bids almost over 19. There we go. There's a bid over 1950. Let's see this go ahead and push on up to 20. There is a little resistance. Yeah, 20 is just going to be tough. So we need to see a nice break of 20 here. Ooh, man, 60-cent spread. Ash just jumped to 19.90. We're getting people marketed in all through the spread. 50-something cent spread between the bid and the ask. All right, now it's down a little bit with a bid moving in at 19.45. Got 3 minutes on this 15-minute candle. Let's check. So NCV not dumping off yet. The fact it didn't dump off from this little mountain hill yet shows that there may be still some strength in it. But on that 15-minute, still that's pretty ugly. I think that's still going to pull back. CVFI giving up. DWAC. It's kind of consolidating still. Alright, ANGH up to 1967. We just need to see 20. See 20 on that ask. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, you can always do that. You know, you can call the TOS help desk, and you can even if you can't get a hold of the help desk or whatever, call customer service, and they can put in the order for the covered options for you. That's one good thing about TD Think or Swim is you can call the actual broker, and if you need them to put an order through, they will. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right. Oh, I hate to hear that your dog was going through some things, Michelle. Hopefully it gets better. I'm a big fan of dogs, way more than humans, so I definitely can sympathize with you there. Oh, so C did try to break out, but C got hit right at that 575 coming back down. Still could possibly break, but like I was saying earlier, all that resistance that's above it and it being below the moving averages on the daily chart, especially the 200 way up here. Those resistance lines are going to be hard to break. That starting to crack a little bit. Yeah, I may have to cut this loss. Yeah. If it does not hold up 1850 here, I'm getting out. Because on the 15-minute chart, we've got this red doji right on the trend line, and we're being followed by a bearish candle. We got 5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle to close, but it needs to push back up and doji out or push into the green if this is going to continue to move. It's very close to possibly losing momentum and cracking. What's the SPY doing? SPY just had a pullback. Look at the volatility on the SPY. 448 up to 450. SPY is moving dollars back and forth today. I do not like the way this is looking. Got 4 minutes left. $18.50 is trying to hold up right now, but it is getting tested pretty hard. Got a couple more minutes left. See, not only do we have that overall downtrend on the day, we've also now started a short-term downtrend. Sorry guys, those damn Russians hacked my sinuses, trying to sabotage my trading, making me sneeze. My brain almost blew out of my head. Charlie, that's awesome. I had a dog named Charlie as well. Yeah, like I said, I like dogs way more than people. So Daniel B for his little shitty comment about dogs can go sit in timeout. That's what I think about that. No, I'm not sick. I'm just the weather in Wisconsin has been nuts the last couple of weeks, or at least in my area. It'll be 0 degrees, it'll be -0, then all of a sudden it'll come back up and it'll be 30 degrees, and it feels nice and warm, and then it drops right back down to 0 degrees. Like it was literally almost 40 degrees yesterday, and today we are like, I don't even know, we got to be in the teens again. So like the constant changing of the weather temperatures messes with my allergies and sinuses bad. Yeah, it gets negative zero up here in Wisconsin. It was, I think it was 2020. There was one day where we were the coldest place in the world. We were colder than Antarctica and anywhere else. We had negative 60 to 80 degree weather. Negative. Like it was so cold, as soon as you walk outside, you would just crumble. You would just hurt so bad. You couldn't stay outside for very long. It's terrible. One of the reasons why I'm moving back down south is because I'm sick of this freezing, snowy Wisconsin weather. I'm sick of it. I want to go back to warmer climates where it doesn't get down to -0. What's up, Lightning Rick? -20 last year in Oklahoma. Yeah, see, that's still cold. That's cold. Once you get below 0, it hurts. Trying to check to see what the weather is right now. So far, ANGH was close to giving up there, but it held up. So I think we are going to get this pop up to that at least 21 area. Because well, let's see here. If we can break 20, we got to break 20. Well, it's 20 now, but this morning it was colder than that. Let's see the 10-day. Yeah. So today is supposed to be 26 as the high, 17 as the low. We got snow coming. Then tomorrow's going to be 42 as the high, Wednesday 39, and all the way this whole week pretty much in the 30s and 40s, and then Saturday it drops back down to 9 degrees. So we keep going. That's what continuously happens. We go from 40 to 9, or 40 to 0, 35 to -2, and it just messes with me. It messes with my sinuses. I'm not, I got them southern sinuses. I'm used to honeysuckles and blackberries and pollen. Messing with my allergies, not the weather changing so drastically 50, 60 degrees. That hurts. But yeah, hopefully here soon I'll be out of this terrible snowy winter place. However, Wisconsin during the summer is very, very nice. It is lovely during the summer, but you have a very short summer. Yeah, I think we all are ready for spring at this point. I've been looking in Virginia. Not only have I been looking, we had an offer in on a house at the end of the year last year. About I think it was September, October. We put the offer in, but the title work was not done, and the title company could not get the title paperwork done because of a right-of-way issue with the driveway, and I was not willing to continue to wait and wait because I was locked up in that mortgage contract for 3 or 4 months there. And generally, it's not supposed to take that long for a mortgage. It's usually like 30 days, shortest term to like 60 days. But yeah, I'm looking in Virginia, looking in Tennessee, close to Virginia, northern East Tennessee, somewhere around in there. I'd like to be in Virginia, but we'll see. Depends on the real estate. You know what happens with the real estate market, what pops up. So far, it's been winter, so there's not a lot of real estate popping up on the market. But if I can really, and this is actually a good lesson, real quick. Part of the reason why I want to move to Virginia or northeastern Tennessee specifically is all because of tax purposes. So Virginia doesn't have a very high sales tax, right? It has like a 5%, 4% sales tax. They do, however, have an income tax, a state income tax. Tennessee does not have a state income tax, but their sales tax is 9, 10, 11, 12%. So if I could live right on the border in Virginia or right on the border in Tennessee, preferably, then if I live in Tennessee, I can get away from the state sales tax, do all my grocery shopping and all of that in Virginia, to have the small sales tax. So I can get the best of both states' tax advantages by living on the border. You know, no income tax, being in Tennessee, and then shopping and doing all my buying and selling and shopping, all that across the border in Virginia. I am trying to lower the amount of money that I give to the government because F them, they can go and, you know, choke on a old Tyrannosaurus bone. North Carolina was 68 on Friday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm always trying to move, Daniel B. It's not my fault that people won't sell me their houses. Like I have had nothing the last 2 years. Every deal that I've tried to put through, trying to make happen, has fell through due to either title issues or some other issues with the sellers. Maybe it's the houses I'm choosing. I don't know, but trust me, I would already have been moved if I could have, Daniel B. You know, it's not like I want to continue to try to move for 3 years at a time. I would love for to close the deal in 30 days of putting the offer in, but that doesn't happen very often. So we are coming back up to 20 right now, breaking through 20. Now the top of the triangle is a lot lower now, so 21 may have to be my profit target instead of 23. Because if it does bounce, well, another rejection at $20 though. Got to break over 20. Whoa, we're right back down to... Okay, never mind. So what's the SPY doing? SPY's still going sideways. DWAC did break 25, shot up to 96, but now that it's broken 95, if it continues to hold 95 as support, that could continue to move. Don't like that 5-minute candle. We were pushing up, but getting another wick, another bit of selling pressure. That rejection off of 20. I'm going to move this uptrend because right now it's just riding on this 10-day on the 15-minute. My uptrend's not quite accurate. There's another little pop back to 972. It's just hard to read this because the spread between the bid and the ask keeps changing so rapidly. So it's very volatile. You know, it's dropping down to 19, up to 18, or 1972. And okay. So SPY after that push up to 450, pulling back $2 just about. Crack of 448.50, and the SPY is going to start correcting today. It's going to start pulling back, and that may ruin a lot of plays. See seed, yeah, see seed's not able to break out. It's trying, but running into a lot of pressure. FRI not really doing anything. BTBT down. CVFI still could keep running. It's got to break 15. 15 is going to be strong resistance. BTCS not doing too much. PHUN, even though this was kind of following DWAC, this looks like a head and shoulders. You got a head here, shoulder, and then this is another shoulder forming, and we could see it sell right back off. So that play is very sketchy at the moment. Well, seed's still hanging in there. Alright, so I'm just going to keep my eye on ANGH. There's not really a lot else. I mean, there's a couple of possible plays. Market's mixed. But with the SPY going sideways, until it breaks out that sideways consolidation, everybody's going to be very iffy. Let's see. Well, Daniel B., considering my property taxes right now on my property are over $500 a month, and the property taxes in Tennessee and Virginia are almost $500 a month for the entire year, you know, you can figure that math out yourself. That's just on property taxes. I'm not going to go through and break down my whole property tax plan, or my whole tax plan of how to pay the least taxes. I don't care. And I also, CFVI with a big breakout all of a sudden. CFVI just ripping all the way up to 1550. So that thing still got it. Still going. Nice rip there. And all it was just a downtrend break. This little triangle consolidation here. Perfect little triangle. And it broke to the top side. Still pushing. good to see, though. It's nice to see a big breakout today. You know, this really ain't that big of a breakout, though. It's only up 23%. But it is a nice breakout, though. Even though it's showing 23% up. Still, this thing just pushing. Up to 16. Is it going to be able to break through 16, or is it going to get rejected? Ooh, I don't know. I got to switch back to ANGH. This may give up. ANGH back testing support. I really don't like that we continue to test this trend line. And that we're failing to get back over $20. SPY is very bullish on the daily. I wouldn't say that. There's nothing bullish about it. It's going sideways. Oh, you said on the daily? No, you're really tripping. You think it's bullish on the daily. We're still below. This is the daily chart. We're still below the 50-day moving average. We're still below this downtrend. If the SPY doesn't break up over this downtrend today, the SPY is going to continue to drop down. Our upward momentum we had last week has been slaughtered. So there's a lot of indecision, especially today, which way the market's going to go. But I definitely ain't seeing bullish. See a lot of indecision. A lot of people not sure what is going to happen. Oh, did you say a bull flag on the daily? Where are you seeing a bull flag at? That's not a bull flag right there. We have the short-term downtrend. It got rejected. Look at this. Look where we got rejected off the 50-day. We tried to push. We were rejected there. The downtrend is also right there. We gapped down below the 10-day moving average. Had a little bit of a rebound Friday, but a lot of indecision still. A lot of selling pressure by this wick. And some buying pressure by this lower wick. So a lot of indecision. And today we're right above the 10-day. But the 10-day is at 448.50. And that's what I was saying earlier. If we crack 448.50, we're going to drop some more. Now, if it can hold up 450, if the SPY can hold the 10-day moving average, then maybe we can see a rebound. But even if we rebound and hold 450 and break 450, we're going to run in the 50-day, which is resistance at 456, and the trend line at 455, and the previous body of this bottom body of this candle, plus the wick of this candle and this candle. That's another resistance line. Like, we have so much resistance right here. The SPY has to break through, and right now it's just going sideways, you know. But that's definitely not a bull flag, because the overall picture is showing a downtrend. Bull flags don't form like that at the bottom. Like, possibly CFVI is making a bull flag right now. But the SPY is not looking bullish whatsoever. Very indecisive. Could you be right? Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. It's the uncertainty in the market that is the problem. What am I doing right now? Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. There we go. He's looking at 120. Yeah, I can see. I can see what he's considering a. Wait, what? 128. Yeah, I mean this is not a flag though. There's nothing flaggy about it. There's a possible pole, but there's no triangle. You got to have a triangle to make it a flag, and there's no triangle. Like where's the bottom of the flag at? And that's short term. Again, you're looking short term at this bull flag. We have to look at the overall picture, right? We have to look at the past chart history. We're not even over. Like look at this previous peak right here. We have this previous peak at 454. We're not even over that previous peak back here from August or September, whatever that is. We're still below that. But don't get overconfident because you were right about calling out 20 plays in the past. Just because you got right 20 times in a row doesn't mean you'll be right the 21st time. Remember, this is a stock market. This stock market is manipulated all to hell. This is not a. I mean, there's nothing wrong with your prediction. I'm not attacking your prediction. All I'm saying is I don't know. Like there's too much indecision, and you are extremely confident in your answer or in your prediction when nobody else in the market is confident. Remember, we're trading people. If everybody else is showing that they are indecisive, which is clear to see on the chart, on the SPY, on the 5-minute chart, because look how indecisive they are. They're moving the SPY dollars back and forth in the same area, the same price range. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not confident in any way or the other in this week. I mean, we could easily rebound back up, but right now I'm not going to make a prediction myself whether we're going to drop this week or whatever. Because today there's no way to tell. You know, like One Life said, we could go either way. Yeah, exactly. One Life. You can be wrong 20 times and then be right once. Exactly. Exactly, man. That's usually how I am. I'm usually wrong 20 times and right one time. But yeah, One Life, exactly. Patterns are very helpful, but they can always fail. Just like nothing is certain. Like you never want to be certain about anything. Am I bearish on the overall stock market? Absolutely. Am I certain the stock market is going to crash? No. I don't know. I don't know what the feds can continually do. I mean, the fact it's holding up because the Feds said some words shows you right there how fickle the market is. Like they're not doing interest rates yet. And then we had that meeting and everybody was scared to death about the interest rate hikes, which are only going to be 0.25% interest rate hikes, which is nothing. So, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. To me, it looks bearish, though. But I'm always bearish, so maybe it's because I'm bear biased. But either way, even though I'm bearish on the overall market long term right now, well, not long term, but midterm, I'm not willing to make a prediction on what we've got so far today. Oh my goodness. Let's see, CFVI, what did you do here? Pulling back. It's that indecision candle. Followed by a bear candle. Big red candle. ANGH, if you do not do something. I mean, the good thing about ANGH, it's still riding up the trend line. But I really want it to get off of this trend line. I don't want it to stick around on the trend line and continue to test it. You need to be testing resistance continuously and not support. So we need to be testing that $20 area. Instead of down here on the trend line testing 19 over and over and over again. Although 19 did hold up, so that may give comfort to buyers to come on in. See, again, we're getting held up at 1950. Well, bids are holding 1950 at the second. So maybe what buyers are waiting on is to see 1950 hold as the new support, because we have not held over 1950. That one cracked below. We've had two candles so far today that closed above 1950. This candle and this candle. So 1950 is a problem. We need a candle to close. Let's see, that one closed right above it. Well, I'll be damned. That one did close. So we just got a third one that closed. So that's actually a bullish sign if we can get another candle in the next 10 minutes. See, right now we kind of got a doji. If you don't know what the doji candle is, it's just a smushed candle like this, where you have a lot of buying pressure to the bottom, a lot of selling pressure coming down from the top, and it just smushes the candle, and you have these big wicks on both sides of it. But you want to have a small body for it to be some type of a doji, like these, like all these little guys, little dojis. But those are indecisions. Dojis, and that's what we're still kind of getting. We're starting to get another little indecision doji-ish candle. Technically, a doji star would be a white candle, and it would be a little less drastic, but it's hard to get perfect doji stars, because humans are trading this, so to see a perfect doji star is very rare. And you can have random doji stars throughout. The doji stars, the candles that are important to look at that are like this, are right at support and right at resistance. In the middle, not such a big deal. But if we're at a support line and we doji star, that following candle can be a bearish or bullish indicator. And if it is at resistance, the following candle would be the same thing, a bullish or bearish indicator of that movement upwards, or if it's bearish, downwards. So just a little lesson on doji stars and candles there. I'm not I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I've not been bullish on Bitcoin in a long time. Now, if you're talking about Ethereum, Orlando, or you're talking about IMX, the Mutable X platform, things like that, yeah, I'm bullish. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's way too takes too much capital to move it. You hear these crazy predictions. Bitcoin is 600,000, 200,000, and that's damn near impossible. It takes so much money to move Bitcoin that much. You're bullish on Bitcoin and the U.S. stock market? That is crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I guess. Hey, if you watched the interview with Charles Allen from BTCS here, the CEO of BTCS, Charles even said that they are not, he likes Bitcoin, they've got Bitcoin, but their biggest holding is Ethereum. But even though I'm not bullish on Bitcoin, don't think for a second that Bitcoin can't pop back up to 60,000. I mean, here's the pattern on Bitcoin. We held that bottom support there. We're starting to hold this support. The trend has changed. This downtrend has cracked. So the top of this channel is 75,000, which was my prediction last year for Bitcoin. And I'm sticking to it. I'm saying 75,000 again as the high on Bitcoin. But, I mean, it's already bouncing. So made higher highs, higher lows. More than likely, we're going to see it push up to that 75,000 some point this year. You're bullish on the metaverse now too, One Life? Wow, what a change. What a change, man. How do you and Daniel B sleep together at night having such different investing theses on cryptos? Do you guys not argue with each other before you go to bed and give each other kisses on the cheeks? You're like, Bitcoin. Daniel B's like, nah, Bitcoin's a flower. Bitcoin's is flowers, man. They're flowers. Don't lie, Daniel B. You're bullish on the cocaine market? Bullish on OnlyFans? Nice, Orlando, nice. Oh, uh-oh. We're starting to crack here a little bit. That's what I was saying. If we couldn't break back above 20, then we're gonna crack. So we're testing that 1850 again. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this uptrend because that uptrend is pretty much cracked. Let's see, 15 minute, we're cracking. How much time do we got? We got some time. But kind of curling. You can see the bottom of these candles kind of curling to the downside. But another test of this 1850 area. I do not like it. I do not like it. Continuing to test this. This is really annoying. See the higher time frame though. See, on the 4 hour chart, we're really bullish on ANGH. It just needs to get back going again. See, 17 is the bottom of the body. So if we do crack this 1850 area, we'll see it pull all the way back to 17. And it's starting to crack right now. I'm about to have to get out. What's happening? The SPY cracking. Yep. Look there. What did I say? 440, 448.50. SPY is down to testing that area right now. So if the SPY cracks, this is going to yank a bunch of positions back. And I think I'm going to get out of this. Let me go into a 1 minute real quick and see where I want to get out at. Because it just threw a wick down to 18. If the SPY gives up here, it's going to cause some issues. We stay on ANGH here. Make sure this isn't going to crack because it is super, super, super stupid close to dumping here. Okay, so I'm still trying to hold up. The ass moved back to 1881. If we can see it pop back above 19. Alright, so that would be the third test today of that bottom support. It may try to hold up now. If it can get back above 450, if the SPY can get back above 450, which is way up here, it could rebound, but looks like very close to dying off here. Very, very close. What? How are you bullish on the SPY and you want the SPY to break support? I'm very confused now. Daniel be talking trash about spending money on dogs earlier, and he's buying expensive ice skates. This is why I like dogs better than humans. Don't waste money on a dog, but, you know, waste money on ice skates, because ice skates is a big deal. You snuggle with your ice skates, Daniel B? You give them little kisses? Little kisses and little hugs to your ice skates? Wake up every morning, roll over, kiss the blade. Oh. I mean, that's not true. If you rescue a dog off the side of the road, it's free. So actually, the dog would be cheaper than for the initial purchase. However, is the value Now let's talk about it. Let's compare dogs to ice skates. You guys want to actually have this argument? Let's do it. Let's have the dumbest argument we possibly could have and compare dogs to ice skates as investing. All right, let's do it. I'm waiting for this to break down anyway, so we might as well. We might as well. So, your ice skates. What value are you getting out of the ice skates? A little bit of exercise, a little bit of, a little fun there. What value are you getting out of a dog? Companionship, loyalty, guardian, defense. Like if you have a dog, you have an alarm system. If you have a big enough dog, you have an alarm system that will kill somebody that comes in its territory. You're getting way more value off of a dog than ice skates. So, is it worth the upkeep for a dog? Yeah. What value are you getting from your ice skates other than the one or two examples? Is having a little fun on an ice skating rink more valuable than home protection, things like that? Like if ice skating is to you is more valuable, then sure. But all the things that dogs provide is a lot more value than what your simple ice skates are going to provide. So, I mean, anybody arguing that ice skates is a better investment than a dog is out of their mind. And the SPY cracked. Look at there. So the decision has been made for the time being. SPY is coming down. And ANGH is probably going to come down too with the SPY cracking. Yeah. Not looking too good here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this loss. I'm trying to see if it's going to give me a little bounce to cut it on, but I think I'm just going to cut it. Especially with the SPY dumping now. We're starting to have a little dump. Woo! All the way down to 18. Give me just a little push back up to 1850. That's all I want. If 18 cracks, I got to get out. You know what? Home parasites? Alright. Just for that dumb comment, you're getting blocked again for a time. I told you, don't talk trash about dogs. Try and talk trash about dogs, calling them parasites, then you'll be your parasite. Let me block you again. That's y'all couldn't have made the argument any more dumber. The fact that you are arguing one life that you can leave the ice skates home when you're in the Bahamas for the holiday, but the dog you cannot. Like that's really like this whole argument's so stupid. Ice skates versus an animal, something living that has multi-utility. Jesus Christ. But just You thought DB was talking lingerie with One Life. They definitely like one. They definitely like their lingerie more than they do. Yeah, this buys cracking down, Orlando. I don't know what you're looking for exactly to happen, but again, look at the overall big picture. The SPY is not able to break the downtrend. It's not even able to get back over 450 at the moment, and it's cracking the 10 days. So there's not a lot of support left below it at this point, except for that 200 day at 440. Which last time we came down to 440, the market almost dropped out pretty hard. But we'll see. There's still so much time left in the day. By the end of the day, you could be right. Maybe the SPY rebounds and gets back above 450, 460. I doubt it myself at this point, looking at this hour chart as we're continuing down, but you never know. This is a short-term movement, so this little pullback at the moment could easily just be a short-term pullback, and that's it. Could come right back up to that 450 area. All right, so and this is ANGH is pretty much moving off of the SPY. Seeds still not really doing much. DWAC big pullback since the SPY pulled back. CVFI pulling back since the SPY is pulling back. BTCS pulling back. You can see everything as the SPY cracked except for NVCT, which just all of a sudden ripped again. Came all the way back down to 450 and then a bounce back up to 580. This thing's crazy. This thing is real volatile, but you do have a nice uptrend on this pattern. So if it continues this uptrend after this halt, we can see it, continually make some nice moves. But we got to be aware of that SPY, because if the SPY keeps dumping, that could be ruined just as fast. I'm just going to put a stop loss on this right under 18. I didn't really want to risk 30 bucks on this, but I'll risk the extra $10. I was willing to risk 20, but it's only $10 more, so we'll just put that stop loss there. Although I don't, at this point with the SPY possibly giving up, I don't know if ANGH is going to be able to rebound at all. See the market watch. Yeah, look at that. Everything's turning a little bit more red. Let's see, CVFI. Well, BTCS really gave up. Let's see, is crypto's dropping right now? Get into a shorter time frame. No, Bitcoin bullish on the 2 hour. Got some nice moves. ARPA with a shoot up. SHIB, very nice rebound on Shiba Inu. Look at all the rebounds in the crypto market. So the stock market's dropping, crypto market's not. That is all lining up with my theory on Thursday for February and March. So that is continuing to line up beautifully for this possible big altcoin run. Oh, another thing too about looking at the SPY is only one index. You also want to look at the Dow Jones. On the Dow Jones, clear downtrend. Until this downtrend on the Dow Jones breaks, the SPY is probably not going to break. because the Dow Jones has more weight, I think, than the SPY. Interestingly enough, though, money is not coming into the dollar very much. Where's all the money going? Gold, crypto, real estate still down. Oil hitting those new highs in 93. So, still looking to me like all the money is moving into the crypto markets. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, Daniel B., I have no mercy for assholes who want to talk trash about dogs. So, guess what? The day has finally came. It has finally came. Like I said, I like dogs more than people. So, there we go. Daniel B., you're now hidden from the channel. You are now hidden from the channel until you stop talking trash to people about their dogs. It's a real pussy move to talk trash about animals that can't defend themselves. You know, as far as verbally, like, you can sit there and talk trash. You'll even talk. You're so petty that you'll talk trash about an animal that can't speak up for itself. That you're that petty, really? Yeah. I'm good not having you on the channel anymore. Start attacking my furry friends. That's it. Game over. You can trash me, attack my credibility, all that. Stay around the channel. That's fine. But the moment you start bad talking my furry little homies, it's OV. Sit down. Talk about my dog friends like that. You're out of your mind. I got bit by a dog, so I have no mercy for him. How many times I've been bit by a dog? The dog probably bit you, Daniel B., because it didn't like you. Dogs are a great judge of character. Which is another utility of a dog, by the way. Because dogs are such good judges of character, you let them examine somebody, you can get a good idea if that person has some weird stuff going on or not. Like I said, you can trash talk me all you want. That doesn't bother me. I will not ban anybody for trash talking me. Talk about my furry boys. It's over. Game over. Alright, so what is it? Almost 11 o'clock here. SPY very close to giving up. Very, very close. Let me see. Let me get into a 1 hour chart on a smaller time frame. So on the 1 hour chart, the 200 moving average is right there at 448. but we have cracked below it, and you can see all these multiple candles back through here. It's actually 447. If 447 cracks down, then we can see the SPY drop some more. NGH still barely hanging in there. Damn it, let me get this time axis off. So let's remove that line. Still trying to... Well, here's the thing, though. Looking at the hour chart on ANGH, we are still above the 10-day moving average. Pull this down just a little. I don't really want to, though. I don't want to risk any more than that. Let's see, what is this? 1770. I'm gonna bring my stop loss down just a little bit, just in case it throws a wick. It does look bearish though, so I don't know if it's even going to be able to rebound. You see how it's starting to curl over to the downside. The daily chart though, that's the or not the daily chart, the 1 hour chart. That's the only thing that's keeping me in it right now because it still looks bullish there. 15-minute chart not looking as bullish, cracking below that 10-day. But there is some support at 18 as well. See multiple candles back there trying to hold up. See if the SPY can continue to hold here. Yeah, so CVFI, this is still a play. It's actually kind of breaking the downtrend right at this moment. But another little possible triangle breakout. It's looking very good on the 15-minute chart. If it can start holding, if it can start holding 15 as support, CFVI could be a good play later today, or even maybe right now if it starts to break 15. NVCT, damn, that one's still ripping. So you can continue to play that. So right now, basically, NVCT and CVFI are the two plays of the day so far. Looks like Seed is just still consolidating. It is pushing for a little bit higher highs, so still keep an eye on Seed. But $6 is going to be tough. Yeah, I think MVCT and CFVI will give probably some bounce plays at some point. I don't think ANGH is going to crack. I don't think it's going to hold. Oh, there's a warrant CVFIW, which is just a warrant for CVFI. Just like DWAC is a warrant for DWACW is a warrant for DWAC. And warrant is basically like just simply enough, it's like a secondary stock that allows you. It's not really a stock. Warrants are really their own thing. But it allows you to buy stocks at a certain price later in the future, depending on what the warrant contract is or something or another. They pretty much act like stocks. But you'll see these when any company does have warrants. Usually the warrants run with the main company. But the warrants are usually cheaper because you're getting that option to actually buy. If that makes any sense. Like, you're not buying a stock, you're buying the warrant. So the option to exercise the warrant to be able to get the stocks for the warrant, I'm drawing blank at the second because CVFI is looking really good. And I'm thinking about maybe possibly going on it. Maybe. Oh, how did I get back on the 1 minute? I don't want to be on the 1 minute. Oh, I just got stopped out on ANGH. So yeah, I gave up. God, I actually lost 47 on that. Yeah, I should have just cut it as soon as this loud ass trucker, this garbage truck or whatever gets out of here. As soon as it cracked this uptrend right here, damn it. Get out of here. As soon as it cracked this uptrend, I should have sold out right there. Right as soon as it cracked. This loss would have been like $20. That was what I was willing to risk, but I tried to hold, and I shouldn't have held. Should just cut that loss. Been half as much as lost. $20 would have been a lot easier to make up than another $50 down. No, I may look for NVCT to come back down to like 575 later today, maybe 550, but right now it is way too high up off this trend line. Starting to make a double top. So if it cannot push for a new high, then this is going to be a double top, and more than likely we'd see it pull back down to that trend line. Like I said, around probably 563, 575. But if it can come back down a little bit later, I may look for possible play on it. I don't know yet. SPY is still looking a little sketchy. Still testing that bottom area. BFRI with a little bounce. I don't know if you got that, Lauren, that little bounce off of there. See, IMMX pop. What are you doing, IMMX? Interesting. That was that U-shape we were watching on IMX, but now it has made another bottom off of that 200-day. I'm putting IMX on watch. Now, of course, oh, wait a minute. So $5 is what this IP'd owed at. Come here. There we go. $5 was the IPO price. It sold off from there, and next day tried to shoot up. Just stayed down here doing nothing before it gapped up. Has completely sold off. Since that big gap up, we have a downtrend right there. Same place as that $5 area. Downtrend and the $5 area right together. And then we have this double bottom right off of the 200-day moving average. Re-break of $5 and confirmation of IMX holding $5 support. And we could see a decent pop come out of that soon. So I'm going to keep it on watch as it has this double bottom and see if that continues to form out. Yeah, NVCT starting to pull back down for now. And then again, DWAC is one to keep an eye on as it is trying to break this U shape on the daily. It's breaking it right now, but we got to break through that 95 to get up to 100. And then more than likely, if today DWAC goes to 100, it may not break over 100. This is the first time it would be testing 100 again since it initially tested 100 the first time. Well, actually, the first time it gapped up. Well, let's see. Yeah, it gapped up over 100, but neither one of these candles are able to hold. So we'll have to see a daily candle close above 100 if DWAC is going to continue to be bullish. CVFI. Starting to break that downtrend. SPY back over 448. Trying to hold. Just trying to hold that 10-day. Let's see if it holds there or not. But even now on the intraday chart, on the 15-minute chart, we've got a downtrend on the SPY. So that's not looking too good. If it is going to rebound, it's going to have to break that downtrend. If that downtrend continues down and it keeps just rolling down it, could be nasty. All right, guys. Let's see. Running with scissors. Yeah, I see you called the MVCT breakout. Nice call. SPY asked me to ask you how you want it. I don't want it at all. I don't care. The only reason I'm concerned about the SPY is for my day trades. I don't have any stocks. I'm not holding any stocks whatsoever long term anymore. I sold all of my stock positions 6 months ago or whatever, some point last year when we were way up at the top. And then since then, I've only been trading the stock market and not buying or holding any stocks. Okay. I like the competitiveness, Orlando. I like your competitiveness that you're having about the SPY today, but we'll see. Like I said, there's still so much time left in the day. We've got hours upon hours before the market closes. So there's a lot of time that things could change, with the market. Real quick, let me look and see if there's any U.S. futures lower, uncertainty over timing, over potential Russia, blah, 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 blah. How Meta platforms, Facebook, made history in an unexpected way. I don't really care, and I hate that Facebook is trying to make. The mainstream media is so stupid. Like, we go from the end of the world from COVID, and then as soon as COVID's not that big of a deal anymore, we're going to immediately into a war with Russia. Like, what? That is. This is stupid. This is all stupid. All right. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day. It is still choppy, undecisive market. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll try to snipe out some wins. I thought, are you kidding me? ANGH is already back up to 19. Oh, you got to be kidding me right now. Well, keep an eye on ANGH. It still could pop. It just got to break 20. I mean, it's popped all the way back over 19 now, so this play is still alive, even though I got stopped out. Was that Lori PRVB? Take a look at it real quick before I call it in and go get some lunch. So, I don't like this because it's below the 200, but it does have some room to move up, it looks like. 580. Look at all this previous support right back across here on the chart. Multiple bounces that held as support and now is holding as resistance. So it is above it at the moment. And actually, as I was talking about doji stars earlier, that's closer to a doji star right there. That white little guy. But you see the white little doji off of that previous resistance, and we get a bounce up. So it's trying to confirm that possible breakout. However, again, though, we're below the 200, so all resistance is going to be a lot stronger. But it's not a bad looking play. It does have this nice little uptrend that has started on the daily. Come on, man. So, if it can break out here, I don't know. I mean, it does have room if it can break this area. It has some room up to 650, maybe even 7, but 7 when it hits that 200-day moving average is going to slow it down quite a bit. Definitely want to keep on watch, I think. And a little bit higher float than I would like personally, but we could definitely keep an eye on it. All right. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. If you haven't yet, go join frameworkfortune.com. It is free, no paywalls, and once you sign up, you can get free access to the Discord group. Come and hang out with us in the Discord group. The white papers for the Framework Fortune blockchain project are just a few days away from being officially released, the version 1 of the white papers, and that project is going to start rolling. We're going to be doing those airdrops soon. I'll be back later today on Framework Fortune Crypto for a crypto update around 4 p.m. Central. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you tomorrow morning back here on the home channel for some more live trading. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.